Hey, what's going on, folks? This is Dimitri back again. In this video, we're going to discuss the financial minimalist lifestyle and how it is important and how it is beneficial to do live financially frugal life and spend less than you need to, and it's basically, gonna free up a lot of things. And I'm gonna answer why I live this way because I believe that allows a lot of good things into your life, and utilization of that money basically that is get free instead of going and utilizing and spending it on anything and everything that you can possibly see. So and I got my little notebook so to follow along with this. So let's answer this question: why I don't spend money, and why do I try to live at least financial frugal lifestyle. And I want to answer some questions on that. So the first key point that I wanted to mention is the purpose. The purpose of why I'm living this financially frugal life, because obviously you need to understand where you're going and why you needing to spend that, like why you don't have to, or you're not necessarily need to spend money on things like unnecessary, unnecessary things, like a lot of, so let's say at the coffee that like needs to be bought in a Starbucks every now, everything. Nothing against Starbucks, nothing against things and franchises who sells that, but from the standpoint of personal finance and things like that, I personally refuse to buy coffee if I can buy without it, without buying one, because in most of the jobs, and I'm glad if you don't have that option, well, you can do it yourself at home for 25 cents or whatever the percentage is going to be in calculation of the coffee mug, coffee cup, whatever, and then utilization of that for the percentage wise and spending wise. But if I do have an option, so let's say I'm at work and whatever, and I can take a free coffee, I'll take a free coffee, because coffee is a coffee. And a lot, maybe if there are some out there a coffee enthusiast, I know that statement that I just made, it was like blasphemy, but bear with me because I am not a coffee enthusiast. So that's why for me coffee is a coffee. It gets the job and I like the taste. So for me the specific coffee flavor not super important, but it gets the job done for me, whatever, why I drink coffee or whatever. So because I like the taste or whatever. So but again, it comes back to the purpose why I don't spend money, is because I'm heading to a specific direction. So let's say, so you want to be financially independent state and financially free state, that you don't need to worry about that comes from the habits, that comes from a good financial hygiene, so to speak. And then you just go and grow and do all that little steps at a time. One step, hey, I do this, I process that, and then it gets into my habits, and then you just basically automatically don't even think about it and do that. So because you already got to a place where you it's already in your lifestyle. So then first of all, you determine the purpose, why I need to go there, and how, and then the next stop is going to be how to, right? So how do I get there, where I want to get? So why I'm getting, so the first one is why, basically why you want to get to the financial free state, right? It can be a charity work. It can, obviously, for me, it's definitely a charity work first, and then obviously financial freedom and things like that. So you just grow from that, and all that. But then second point is how are you getting there? There are specific steps and procedures, and like specific minimalistic lifestyle. It's not like in a bad way, like I'm gonna wear shoes with no whatever, old and dusty and everything, so that they just fall apart. But no, just regular frugal lifestyle. No, no like brandy clothing, but the ones that gets the job done, gets the practical standpoint, you can do that. So right, and then the practical steps to get there. So as we discover the purpose and understand the purpose for your charity, for the family, for yourself, or whatever. So for whatever reason you want to get there, you get there, right? Because you want to establish, for example, inheritance and things for your children, for whatever, right? So that they can live a better financial situation, right? So now the how-to method is the how-to step is the way you actually get there. So the minimalistic lifestyle is one of the key tools that you can utilize and get there. So it's actually basically a mindset where you implement in every decision that you make, right? I like one of the examples that been introduced to me a while back is whether you consider, hey, is this a butter or a gun for me? In the sense that butters and guns, hey, is it going to be basically for my leisure or for the things like practical that can give me or achieve the things that I can achieve, right? So let's say like to get into financial freedom or financially free situation, let's say I need first step, I'll need to gather some funds, right? I need to get into good financial habits. Well, how? And then you determine the budget. And that's one of the practical steps where it's kind of really flowing one from another just so elegantly, and it just complements very nicely. So obviously a lifestyle, a determination of, and then just implementation of the habits, just putting this into real practical way where you financially and in a healthy state, right? You understand where the money goes, you understand where you're spending them, and instead of spending on everything everywhere, you actually spend it to the right spots and to the right things and things like that. So the first step, as we get into the understanding of how to practically achieve that, one of the key things that you can participate is, and then hey, I have this budget, I got this budget going on in this month, and for this month specifically, and then you can compare to the previous month. You don't need to go and what I used to do, that was kind of actually before I knew all the applications or participate, research that thing and all that. I used to put every single time that I spend money, if I go somewhere and buy the groceries or buy this, I just actually put it into the notebook, and then just go analyze it at the end of the month. But the new applications and things like that they put out there, such as Mint is a really good one. It's not sponsored or anything. That's one that I use specifically from, I think it's from QuickBooks, I believe, or TurboTax or somewhere there. But anyhow, Mint, MINT, is a really good budget tool that I use, and as for you also to check it out. But it's free. Obviously, it's a free application. I think there are tiers that you can use, but the ones that I use is enough for me, and I'm glad that it's enough for me because, what I'm using, basically, I'm putting all my information, all my financial information there, so it analyzes all my budget, all my expenses, everything, and it gives me a picture oh, hey, you spend on this, because it categorizes automatically, because based on the credit card expenses, based on the whatever debit expenses. So basically, as it goes into my credit, it goes into all my accounts that I have, so the ones that I usually use money with, like Chase, Discovery, or whatever, Discover card, or all those, I basically put them in, it analyzes it, it gives me a financial picture. Just, hey, this categorizes automatically. Some of the transactions kind of gets missed because it's either let's say cash check, or that I pay for this or for that. So for example, renovations or whatever for the in the property, gets categorized as uncategorized. So that's why I need to go and make manual changes. But it's the same time, I usually go once a month, do all that, analyze that, if everything is fine and all good, and then you set the budget there, and then you as you want to get. So basically it's all up to, becomes all up to you, and it gets organized and it gets well established, so you don't need to you know, be in the sense of like, oh my god, I cannot spend this money or cannot do this or whatever. So it gets to a point where you're like, okay, so you know what, hey, I can spend this, and then you can do alerts and things like that, you know. So not to put you in a position like, you know, oh man, this is it, I cannot do this. Or you can actually do financial decisions, say, you know what, I don't need this in my life anymore. You know, and then like, let's say you don't use this or Netflix or whatever, you stop watching it, like legit, and then you go and then you just cancel the subscriptions and things like that. So, which is awesome, you know. So, and that you get to a place where you financially get financial situation well established, and then you actually get to a point, you know what, I don't need this, I don't need this, I don't need this, so why do I pay this? I don't. So, and then you get to a point, you know what, I have this established in my life where I spend money and I know what I'm spending it on, and it gives me you know, the feedback and the results that I want. And you know, as I was thinking about it, like the minimalistic lifestyle, the financial minimalist lifestyle is actually given me not like limitations on me, or didn't put me limitations on me. And that's just a nugget that to wrap it up all this video, so is that it didn't like limit me, but it freed me to do whatever I want to do. So right, so it gets me to a situation where it's like, oh, you know what, I can actually now I can go buy another property, or like, you know, put the money down for the property that I'm looking at, you know, and just buying another one. So that's what I wanted to share with you, the beauties and benefits of the financial independent, financial minimalistic lifestyle, and that my thoughts on that. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. See what you can implement from it, and let me know in the comments below what you guys think, because I'm eager to learn how to see how other people accomplish that, because for me that stages of sort of development, in a sense, like, you know, I've been actually really conscious of like, hey, how much I spent, how much of this and that, but at the end of the day, when you get to like, you know, you start analyzing it and get it to a place where you don't really need a lot of stuff. So you realize, oh, you know what, it's actually pretty cool, because I can spend this money on this and spend this money on this, but at the end of the day, it gets all the way back to the purpose, and it's like, hey, does it check this? Does it go is it gets like, you know, gets checked out with this stage, or like with this purpose? Yes. If it checks out for this, like my minimalistic lifestyle and the purpose of it, yes. As a practical step as well, yeah, obviously, I don't know, you know, because you already went through all of it before. So it's awesome, you know. So let me know in the comments below what you guys think, but I am out. So thank you guys for watching, and see you guys next time. Bye bye. Like and subscribe. That's it. Almost forgot. See you guys next time. Bye bye.